Ask Misty is about drag mothers. And I've had many different questions. How do you become a drag mother? How do you choose a drag mother? Do you need a drag mother? Are drag mothers important? How does someone become a drag mother? Wow. Open-ended discussion forum. Here we go. Let me start by saying I do not have a drag mother. No, you don't need a drag mother. Are drag mothers important? Yes. I think they're important, especially if you have a hard time discovering things on your own. If you constantly see people and you just don't get it. You're like, how do I do that? You absolutely need a drag mother. How do you get one? Basically, the best way to get a drag mother is to go up to someone that you respect and look up to and say, hey, I really would like to do drag. Would you be interested in helping me? However, do not take it personal when the drag queen says, no, I'm sorry, I can't. But you're beautiful. And if somebody says no, go ask someone else. Because there's a lot of things on our plates. My personal plate. I've had a lot of people ask me to be the drag mother and I just can't do it. I take the role of drag mother very seriously. Meaning, what is a drag mother? A drag mother is a mentor, someone that teaches a young drag queen the ropes. Meaning, they teach you how to walk in heels. They teach you how to do your hair. They teach you how to do your makeup. They teach you the proper way to perform, the proper way to behave, the proper way to act. They teach you that punctuality is important. They teach you everything that it is to become a drag queen. That is their role. A drag mother has every right to walk up to her drag mother in a show and be like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you out without eyelashes on? You are no longer in the house of eyes. You don't have eyelashes on. That's something a drag mother would do. A regular drag queen friend can't walk up to another drag queen friend and be like, are you crazy? Your boobs look like triangles today. What are you doing? I taught you better than that. They can't. It has to be a drag mother. So if you need someone to constantly remind you and check you, and recently I had someone write me an email and let me know that they were very upset that I'd never asked them to be my drag daughter. And it's funny because I never ever thought that this person needed a drag mother. Because this person, yes, was just starting. And yes, didn't know everything. But this person came to the shows and came to the dressing rooms and acted as if she knew everything. Whenever somebody would be backstage trying to do something and they would be like, hey, how do you do this? She would be the first one there to be like, oh, you do it like this and help. That's the role of a drag mother. So I'm watching this person act as a mentor to these other drag queens when yet she's crying out for help inside but not outside. She never once asked me, oh, Misty, how do you do this? Misty, how do you do that? In fact, when I did help her, I'd be like, hey, she'd be like, oh, how do I do my hair like this? I'm like, why don't you rat it out and, floof it up? She'd look at me and go, oh, okay, and then do the exact opposite and, like, smoosh it down. I'm like, okay, so obviously she has no intention of listening to anything I say to her. Well, move on. I still love her. I still like her, but, because I'm weird. Obviously, through my videos, you guys know this. I kind of feel that everyone is my drag daughter, and everyone is my drag sister, and I help everyone. So you're all my children. I'm like Lady Gaga. You're all my little monsters, or you're my little eyeballs, or whatever you want to call yourself. You're Misty's kids, is what some of my friends have started calling themselves, Misty's kids. Because I do feel like I'm the mama, and I do look out for everyone. And I'm constantly teaching and helping and sharing everyone. But how do you become a drag mother? First of all, I've seen, even here in Fort Lauderdale, brand new drag queens having drag children. That is a big no-no. How are you going to teach someone when you're still learning yourself? Granted, we're all still learning. I'm still learning. Miss Universe is still learning. Miss Continental is still learning. But you have to achieve a higher level of success and stability in your art form before you can start teaching others. And when I see little drag queens having drag daughters, I can't help but laugh. I'm like, really? What are you teaching her? It's how is she going to learn to be amazing? You know, basically my thought is, and all drag queens do this, when you first start, you think you're amazing. You put on eyeliner and lipstick and a wig and you walk into the club thinking you are fierce. But if you walk into a club and you think you're amazing and you think you're sickening and you think you're fierce, no one is going to offer help to help you. A, because you're already amazing and fierce and don't need help, but B, you'll shoot them down. You don't need it. So if you are looking for a drag mother, you need to go up to them and constantly ask questions like, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? How do I do that? I like how you do this. Well, how did you do that? I like how you do this. How did you? What are your thoughts on this eyeliner versus that eyeliner? What are your and you constantly show that you're in a position of wanting to learn. People want to help people that are eager to be helped. You know, I'm not going to walk up to this girl and say, oh, I'm just trying to help you, darling, but you should wear blue eyeshadow instead of green. That's shady. So, and it's funny because I see a lot of people around me that need help, but I can't help them because they're not my drag daughters. But I usually find ways to be like, oh girl, have you ever thought of doing this instead? Anyways, yes, drag mothers are very important because it's like a maternal role of someone that is like a teacher or a mentor. And I do have several drag daughters. I do take the role very seriously. I'm not currently looking for more drag daughters, but I constantly help everyone. And if you look at these, I've had a couple people tell me that I'm their drag mother through these videos, and I am honored and privileged by that. Thank you. I'm so glad that I could help you perfect your craft and become a better person, and I am honored by that. If you want to call me your drag mother, that is fine. However, I don't give out my last name. None of my drag daughters have my last name. None of them. Liberty Lee is Liberty Lee. Rebecca Glasscock is Rebecca Glasscock. Nikkei Waters is Nikkei Waters. Carmen De Leon is... None of my kids are eyes. So, yes, you can be my drag daughter, but please don't run around calling yourself Michelle Eyes or whatever. It was just... I just haven't given it out. Anyways, that was your Ask Miss T on how to be a drag mother and if it's important or not. And I hope you learned something. And I hope I could help. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.